So the Dundee Carers Centre is a service for carers, disabled people to come along and access support and advice. Could be welfare rights advice, short breaks advice, or generally just advice around caring and being in a caring role. Not a lot of people identify themselves as being in a caring role a lot of the time, so they just find that they're doing something for a family member or a friend, and they just keep going day in, day out like that, until somebody gets to a point where they can't do any more. So a lot of the time people just find themselves doing what's expected of them as being a husband, a wife, a daughter or a son, just looking after somebody they love. But that can be quite a challenging and quite a difficult role to do a lot of the time, especially if you're by yourself. So Dundee Carers Centre could just step in there to help kind of relieve some of that. We can offer different services, we can offer a short break to somebody who's in a caring role, even a bit of welfare rights advice, because a lot of people who's in a caring role need to cut back on work, they need to maybe give up work or cut back their hours, so there could be financial problems there as well. So we as a centre kind of hopefully try and come in there to offer that kind of support and advice, where it just makes it a bit easier for somebody who they continue caring for that loved one in their lives, but as well have a life at the side of that as well, as much as they can. So we recently put in an application for a grant through the Bags for Help through Tesco's, and we were successful to receive a grant of £3,000, which is tremendous. So that money will help go towards running costs for the cafe. We hold the cafe here at the Dundee Carers Centre Seagate office area, but that'll just go towards buying in things for the cafe and also providing people who come along with the treatments, with the therapies that we do, and giving people back what they want. I mean, this cafe is based on what people have told us they wanted, so we've run this cafe based on that. So people can come back to say they want to see different activities. So with this money, we'll now be able to provide that to the carers, disabled people and their families to come along, and it could be to come along to a wee taster session of exercise class or something like that, or a workshop or something that we've been looking into. So now we can help with that, with the money we receive through the grant. Obviously there's that many isolated people in different communities, and we're doing big run-ups just now in different parts of localities to try and get people out of their isolation and into something different. And I suppose it's just making people aware that it could just be a phone call. They don't need to make an appearance to the centre. They can pick up the phone. The cafe is there. There's no joining up fee as such. Just basically come along for a cup of tea, see what you think, see what if there's things there that's on offer that you think you need at that time, and take it and then go away and just use it as you see fit until that point where you think you need it more.